polar molecules, when the covalent bond is formed between the atoms of different elements having the large electronegativity differences, then the molecule formed are called polar molecules, or they are polar in nature, and the bond formed is called polar covalent bond. So what you have found earlier, that the atoms or molecules combining, if they have the electronegativity difference similar or very less electronegativity difference, they will form non-polar covalent bond. Oppositely, here we are finding the atoms which are participating in molecule formation, or the generally the atoms of different elements which are participating in bond formation, they are of different electronegativity, means their electronegativity difference is very high. So then we will find the non-polar covalent compounds or non-polar bond, like in water, in HCl, in ammonia. Here in between oxygen and hydrogen, the electronegativity difference is very high. One is non-metal and another has metallic or electropositive properties. Here also in chlorine and hydrogen, electronegativity difference is very high. In ammonia, in hydrogen and nitrogen, the electronegativity difference is very high. Like here, what we are finding in this picture, that oxygen, between oxygen and hydrogen atoms, the bond is formed, covalent bond is formed. But here, due to the electronegativity difference between hydrogen and oxygen, the more electronegative is oxygen. We all know oxygen is electronegative in nature. So the bonding pair of electrons will be shifted towards oxygen, but not towards the hydrogen. As a result, a polarity will be developed between hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen will become slightly positively charged and oxygen will become slightly negatively charged. But no charge separation is occurring in between the two. Always remember, they will be remain bonded, while the small charge separation will be occurred, not completely, and that is represented by small delta. Delta plus on positive charge on hydrogen as delta plus. Here also delta plus, hydrogen is developing slight positive charge and oxygen is developing del negative. Thus, this is water molecule is a polar covalent molecule. As in the case of hydrogen, chloride and ammonia, same thing will occur, or we can see same thing. So here the above and below oxygen, we are finding two lone pairs, two pairs of electrons which are called lone pairs of electrons. What is the definition for lone pair of electrons? Pairs of electrons not participating in bond formation. The electrons or electron pairs which are not participating in bond formation are known as lone pair of electrons. Now you will learn about the differences between polar and non-polar covalent compounds, or polar bonds and non-polar bonds from your book, or you will gather the points and jot it down. It is your homework. Differences between polar and non-polar molecules. Now I am coming to coordinate bond formation. The bond formed between two atoms by a pair of electrons provided entirely by one of the combining atoms is known as the coordinate bond or dative bond. So, How the bond is formed between the two atoms of different elements? By sharing of electrons. So this is one type of covalent bond. But in case of covalent bond, what did you see that each of the atoms is providing the electrons so that the bond can be formed between the two. But here we are finding that only one atom is providing the electrons for sharing. It is not donating the electrons to hydrogen like nitrogen here doing. Nitrogen is keeping its 2 electrons here, 2 electrons here and 2 electrons here for bond formation. Here hydrogen in between the 3 hydrogen, it is one is from hydrogen and one is from nitrogen. But here in case of the lone pair, what is happening? What do we find? That H plus atom is coming here and forming the bond with nitrogen, and hydrogen is here not donating the electrons. Any one of the electron it is not donating because H plus has no electron in its orbit or in its atom. So hydrogen can't give any electron for sharing. So nitrogen is providing 2 electrons and H plus atom is coming and forming the bond. So for example, in ammonia molecule, the nitrogen has 1 lone pair of electrons. In water molecule, oxygen atom has 2 lone pairs of electrons. These molecules having lone pairs can attract and combine with H plus or proton to form coordinate bond, which has H plus has no electron in its shell. Only one proton is present in H plus, so it can be called as proton also. So whenever this H plus ion is coming in contact with ammonia molecule, on nitrogen atom we are finding 2 electrons or 1 pair of electron which is participating in bond formation with H plus atom to give us a coordinate bond. Here you see 3 normal covalent bonds and one. This is not, this arrow sign is not for the reaction representing the gives us sign. This is not a gives us sign or evaporated out or gaseous sign. This is the sign for coordinate bond. Okay, this arrow headed sign is for coordinate covalent bond. These are normal covalent bonds, so no arrow sign, only single lines are drawn, but here I have put one arrow sign to represent the coordinate bond. And you see here thus the formation of coordinate covalent bond is described. So ammonia molecule having 1 lone pair is coming in contact with proton or H plus ion to give us this atom which is NH4 plus. Plus sign is now it is not cancelled out because the electrons are shared, so not donated to H plus. That's why this plus sign we have to put, otherwise it will not, this charge will not be balanced, and we have to put it here giving one bracket. After that, when the bond is formed, then you can write in this way. Understood? So chemical bonding whole chapter I have finished. You will now go through each and every question of your exercise and each and every question which have come in previous years. You go through each and every questions. If you have any doubt, you please collect those and please ask me in WhatsApp group. I will answer those. I will clear your doubts, and no worry, I will clear all the question answer things of previous years. So please go through the things I have taught you, and please try the questions, and if you have any doubt, collect those. Okay, after that I will solve each and every doubts. Thank you.